hello, and we welcome you to Mo Late Nights here at the plug. What it is, it's your boy Momo of the show, coming to you live from the plug, holding it down. You already know how we do this. This is a show where we host, where we cover different topics and allow people to voice themselves. It enables people to be heard, interact, and come together as one. It opens up communication in the community and lets people come together. If you want to be a part of the show, please follow the link on the YouTube. Join our Discord. We would like to hear your opinions. So please let us know, give us your feedback. There is a Discord that you can click on in my profile. If you click on my profile and go to the Cracking Up Entertainment tab, there is a Discord that you guys can click on. There is also an IG that you can follow. And this is, like I said, this is just a place where everybody can get together, learn something new, teach someone something. And then, like I said, join us live when we go live on YouTube. So you'll get all those informations on our Discord, also on our Instagram. So please, take the time to follow our social links. Tonight we got some special guests on our panel, people that have been here before in the audience, and now they're on the stage with us. And also we are going to be doing some commercials for you guys. We got some good stuff going on. I heard one of our famous guests out there is going to be giving away a fact pack later on this evening in the show. So please stick around for that, for your chance to win that. I think it's amazing. And also we got some, if you'll take a look over to the left side, you'll see we got some
Try something else.
on our what is it? Advertisement boards. Got our advertisement boards if you want to take a look at those.
Hey, everybody, get off the mic, please. Check your mics because we are live.
Yeah, we live on YouTube, y'all. But yes, so I want to welcome y'all to Mo Late Nights and welcome all my panel guests up here. First, to my far right, which is your left, I believe. Well, to my far left, to you guys' right. Either way, my beautiful wife, Red Sea, Debbie Cakes. My great director and just awesome all around person all around is Bella.
Ew.
Got my one and only homie, Emil. And
what's going on, good people of the world?
And one of our newest panelists out here, she's showing us a lot of support. It is Cassell.
Hi, I'm the founding of Rising Stars of SL, and thank you for having me.
All right. So tonight for you guys, we are going to be talking about online dating. Yes, I said it. Online dating, whether it has to do with real life, SL, Tinder, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever type of website you use to find people, we're going to be talking about it tonight. How it brings you from SL to real life, how you use those apps, what you do, anything. That's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So first, all right, online dating. Is it good or bad? Starting with Debbie Cakes, I'm going to start with you. What do you think about online dating, period?
Am I just answering the question or can I give a story?
Oh, guys, sorry. I had to do something at another sim.
Okay.
Holy crap, that's a lot of people.
Can you mic down, please, love? We're live.
Yeah, we're live. Yeah, we're live on YouTube right now.
All right. There's pros and cons to online dating. So I guess that's my answer.
All right. Miss Bella, what do you think about online dating?
I'm gonna gear towards with Debbie. There's definitely pros and cons with it. So there's no really good or bad. It just kind of depends on your interactions and what you go through with specific people.
Okay, Emil, what's your take on online dating?
Well, in today's day and age, it really isn't too unusual to actually meet someone over the internet via social media platforms, Facebook, Second Life, obviously, Tinder, Bumble, whatever these fucking apps are. I don't know, but honestly, it's not uncommon now. It's I'm product of an online relationship, but it was kind of weird to my parents are like, oh my god, you how are you talking to somebody online? It's dude, our older generation won't understand it. They usually don't, but it's okay. It's not for them to understand. It's not their thing. This is modern times. It's okay. It's acceptable.
Okay. All right. And Miss Cassell, what is your take on online dating? Are you against it or are you with it?
My take, can you guys hear me good? I hope you can hear me good.
Yes, we can. You
Great. So my taking of online dating is definitely sketchy, to say the least. I believe that it is a good thing because it allows you to be your truest self because you have a little bit of a buffer of protection to a degree
okay?
to really like live out your fantasy and see how far you guys can actually go with that. And that doesn't just drive for Second Life and IMView, that's all social media platforms. But it also can be sketchy because you can get stalkers. There's a lot of crazy things that happen to people. People die from serious attractions. And then sometimes you just don't have as much luck as you would think that you should have just in the dating pool that gravitates in your direction. So it's definitely up and down.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. Yeah, we're gonna cover some of that later on with these bullet points. But for right now, with the online dating RL to SL, one of the first bullet points that we're gonna talk about is looks versus brains. So when you're out there and you're just searching for somebody to, to talk to or be with, or somebody might hit you up and say hello, how you doing, or hit you with that famous "Hey, big head." I don't know why guys choose that that phrase to use when they talk to a girl that they like. They be like, "Hey, big head." Like me calling the girl big head just gonna be like, "Oh, he tried to fuck me." You know what I'm saying? I don't know why
Oh
we do
my.
it, but we do it. But so what do you go for, Miss Debbie Case? What are you looking for when it comes to online relationship or dating in real life, or online dating? What do you look for?
Well, first off, what the? Never mind. You know what? We gonna talk about that later. Um. So yeah, I mean, when you're looking on these actual websites and stuff, the first thing you are gonna go off of is the looks, because that's the first thing that you see. You're not really getting to know that person. And I've actually had this conversation with my mom because, there's those people that are outside of our virtual world who kind of look at us crazy when we say we're actually playing these virtual games. They're like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, what are what? You're doing what? And honestly, I had to break it down with her because I mean, my mom is she met her husband on Plenty of Fish, and they've been married for 7 years now, my stepdad. And so, she took that route, and I've been on these virtual games. I've dated, I've been married on here. I've never been married in real life. Momo's the closest thing that I've had to an actual real life thing. And we met on this game. But so I like to say, he says we will be soon, but I like to say that I personally I like the virtual thing. I like meeting people on here and seeing their true self. You know what I'm saying? Like whether they pretend to be something they're not and they log off, or whether they show their actual true form, you get some type of personality out of these people before you even get to see who they actually are. And that's the kind of thing that kind of mind fucks you in a way, if you will. And whereas people in the real world, when you're going out and about to the store, or even when you're seeing people online and stuff like that, you see their physical, you see what they look like before. So you have that physical attraction before you even get to know who they are. And I feel like that's kind of that downfall because, you can have a one-nighter with somebody and not even know who they are, even care, versus getting to know that you're having to get to know that person on a game. I mean, yeah, you have that one-nighter, but you still have to have some type of interest to even, you know what I mean? Like to even do that. And I'm not talking about in these clubs and stuff like that, but you still have to have some type of interest that actually led you to want to do anything with those people. So I feel like, that's kind of how I differentiate the difference between the online and the real life. And I mean, like real life, you know what I'm trying to say. The real life how am I say it? Real life online, if you get what I'm saying, not virtual. Let me try. They help me out. Shit. I'm trying to say like the websites that you talk to, those and versus the virtual is what I mean. Couldn't get my words together.
It's all right. Miss Bella, what is your take? Looks or brains? What are you going for?
So when you're talking about online dating, I think it kind of has you geared towards like the looks than you do the brains because you don't know the person. Like, you don't know the person at all. So that first initial, like whether, and it doesn't really matter like what you're using, but like we'll use Tinder for example. If you're on Tinder, it's a swipe left or swipe right. Like, like you know nothing about this person besides if they put that they like fishing in their bio, So, I mean, if you want to swipe right on that, then hey. But for me, initially, if I'm swiping right on you, it's because of how you look, because I know nothing about you. So that's just kind of like my take on it. Now, do brains matter? Absolutely, because if 2 months in I find out that you're a fucking idiot, you're out the door. Like, it's like there's nothing to talk about.
Give them 2 months.
I think that's how long. Because I think guys could guys could
2 minutes,
girl. But I think guys could fake it though. They could fake it really well, but you can't fake it forever. Like, you can't pretend to be smart when you're dumb. Like, that's just one thing you can't do. Now, if you're smart, you could pretend to be dumb, but if you're dumb, you can't pretend to be smart. So it's just kind of, they could do it for a little bit, but eventually you're gonna find out that this nigga's retarded as fuck. Like, you're gonna be out. So
can I add to what you
Of course, girl.
Like, I agree. That's basically kind of what I was saying. Like, in a sense, like, you don't want a dummy for sure. Like, and that's exactly what I meant. Like, you see that physical on these websites, the social. Let me say the social platforms. Is I meant to try to say. I couldn't get that word out. But yeah, the physical you see on the social, whereas the virtual, all you have is. Because if they don't have a picture of their real life, then all you're going off is, what they bring to the table in good conversation. Because good conversation is what's going to get me in the first place.
Like, okay, you guys are just speaking specifically about SL dating.
No.
And trying to bring it into real life?
No.
Oh, okay, break it down for me.
He's over like the social platforms and stuff like that. Like he's saying like off Tinder, off Facebook, off the social platforms, as well as SL. This is where I was breaking it down. So like on those platforms where you see their physical, that's what you're going to go first off. That's what Bella was saying. Like, of course, you're going to look at them like, oh, he fine. You know what I'm saying? Later on down the road, when you actually have the conversation with him and he sounds like a dumbass, you're like, oh, no, that's not cute. Whereas, you have that conversation on SL, you're getting that conversation firsthand before you even get to see what they look like most of the time, is what I was breaking it down for.
Okay, thank you. I'm with you now.
Okay, all right. Emil, looks versus brain. What are you going for?
To be honest, like, regardless of anything, you have to be attracted to anybody that you're going to talk to. Not necessarily looks, but like, yes, brains as well. So with that, like, me personally, all right, I say that, yeah, that depends on you. Honestly, you might want more so. Some people don't like ugly people. I don't know. Me personally, I need somebody smart because dumb people irritate the fuck out of me. So with that said, like, honestly, if you don't bring any type of logic or intellect to our conversation, our type of relationship, not even just going on like a physical love connection type relationship, but just friendship in general. Like, if you are a dumb person, I will not talk to you. I'm sorry. Like, if I'm trying to hold a conversation with you and you're like, I feel like I'm talking to a bag of bricks, like, bro, it ain't gonna work. So honestly, I personally believe that, like, yeah, if I would take brains over looks. That's just me.
Okay, all right. Well, me, I'm more of a brainy type person. I mean, looks do matter to a certain degree. I mean, you don't want no Ugg mug just staring at you. She got to have like a beautiful soul.
I'm mad at an Ugg mug.
Hey, listen, I'm just saying.
Yeah, Momo, damn.
Okay, let me tell y'all something, okay? I don't know how many of y'all have actually just scrolled Facebook or scrolled Instagram and just looked at some of these people. Some people should not have the capabilities of taking a picture. There should be an app, okay? That if an ugly ass motherfucker take a picture, it needs to be deleted immediately, okay? I'm just saying. I ain't trying to sound mean or nothing, okay?
That's not nice.
Honest. It's not nice, but it's true. It's true.
He said they don't deserve love.
Listen, I didn't say they don't deserve love because it's somebody for everybody, but not everybody.
But from that standpoint, if they ugly, then they ain't gonna get talked to. That's kind of fucked
just
up.
because they ugly to you don't mean they ugly to the next
Very
person.
true.
Period. Period.
That is very true. That is very true. I would agree.
Because a lot of these people could say you ugly because you're not their type, but
I'm ugly as fuck on his own show.
No, you're right. No, you're right.
I'm just saying, and this coming from his wife, y'all. This ain't coming from no random. Because a lot of people be like, Momo ugly as hell. But I'm just saying, he fine to me. So I mean, that's all that matters.
Statement. Momo, you ain't ugly. Auntie said you good.
I'm beautiful. But no, I mean honestly, I will go for brains over looks though. Honestly, when it comes to that, because I want somebody with a personality. Yeah, I want somebody that's gonna make me laugh. That's gonna be agreeing with me. Hey, best friend, I know you just dropped down. I didn't mean to TP you here, but we live on the show. So go ahead and have a seat. I let you get the TP, but come on, have a seat. Welcome down to the show. No, it's all right. It's not your fault. It's mine. But yeah, so excuse me, y'all. My best friend, she wanted the TP. I TP'd her. She landed on the stage. But get back to online dating. Looks versus brain. Yeah, I'm going with brains because I love personality. You got to make me laugh. You got to get my dry humor. You know what I'm saying? And I tell you, Bay gets me 100%, and I love it. So we're gonna move on to this next bullet point, which is how do you get their attention? So what are you doing? What are you doing to get that person's attention? Are you gonna send a funny icebreaker, or are you gonna send them news? Like what are you doing to get that person's attention? Let's go with you, David K.
Well, I mean, I'm fucking amazing. So, I ain't got to do too much. No, I'm just playing. But no, like, I mean, I've always told people, and you guys been to this talk show well enough. I mean, I'll repeat it since we're alive. But I'm just a very confident woman. Like, I'm confident from head to toe. I'm confident in my personality. I'm confident in my physical. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea. But, if I'm trying to get that attention, I mean, I'm going to pull out all the stops. I got a great personality that just comes with everything else. Everything else is just a plus. So if you can't stand this, I don't know how you live with yourself. But, just saying, I've never had any complaints. So I just continue to do what I do.
You do got that one hair on your head that's just irritating. No, I'm just playing.
Anyway, that makes sense.
All right, Bella, how are you getting that person? If you see somebody out there and you just like, oh my God, he is gorgeous. I need to get his attention. What you doing? What you got going on? What you got for us?
I'll be honest with you, I take the L because I don't approach men. I don't like listen to me. Let me tell you something, okay? Let me tell you something. And it's my fault, okay? And I take full responsibility on that. There have been some dudes that I've just been like, oh damn. Because I just won't get in their box, right? And I'm like, because listen to me, I am like definitely afraid of rejection. Like definitely afraid. I can literally say in my 25 years on this planet, I have never been rejected.
Okay, so then what are you afraid of?
Because I've never been the chaser either. I've never been the chaser.
But at the same time, though, listen, if you've never been rejected, in your eyes, if you're that confident, you're like, I ain't never been rejected. You know what I'm saying? Somebody talk to me, they're going to talk to me.
Yeah.
Why can't you have that same
I don't know.
energy and push if you see something that you want?
Okay, then let me not say, like if I see something I want, that I will. Okay, let me rephrase that a little bit, right?
Okay.
He has to kind of give me a sign that he's a little interested too. Like I can't just be like, go for it fully. Like I'm not about to do that. Like there has to be an inkling. Like he has to give me like a look or like slide in my DM for like he has to do something. And then once like I have that kind of okay, he might be.
You wait for the sign.
I do. It's just unfortunate.
I have a perfect story on this shit
yes.
that you talked about. I've had that happen, and it did not go down as planned. Like, oh my God. It was one guy, you guys, on this game, and I'm not going to say his name. My baby girl knows, but I'm not going to say his name. I'm still friends with him to this day. But yeah, I felt that inkling. Like, we even fooled around a couple times, even. We're grown, it is what it is. And, like, I just knew. I just knew we were going to be in a relationship eventually. And, I kind of pushed the subject like, hey, like, you got to make me an honest woman. Like, you got to be together. It's got to be official. And he just was like, oh, I don't do relationships on here. And I said, what? It was like a big broken glass, just like shattered. And I was like, what? And just to find out he's in a whole full committed relationship now. I love who he's with. She's amazing. But, it just still is like that stab to the heart, kind of. Because it's like, oh my God. I had the majorest crush on this person. And yeah, it happened. I just knew it was going perfect. And then, nope. He hit the stab to the heart. So, I don't always... Do you get those feelings and it actually falls through, like, the way you plan it?
Very true. Very true.
So do you feel like you should go for it faster? Like, you should push the subject quicker, or you still should be patient and wait?
I don't know how to even answer that. Because like I said, like, all the signs were there. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything was there. My daughter was even in tune with him. She even thought, like, oh, you guys would be so cute together. Like, it was there. Everybody saw it that would be around us. They're like, when y'all gonna get together?
Except him.
It wasn't even except him. I think he was more scared. I think it was more him being scared. He wasn't ready for that relationship thing. I think that's more or less what it was. But yeah.
Emil. So Emil, how you getting their attention? Matter of fact, how did you get Daisy's attention?
To be honest, it all started. All right. So me and Daisy linking up, we met from a mutual friend. She invited both of us over to her little SL house and shit, and I think she went to go like pick up her sibling or something, or a niece or nephew or something, and we sat there and we just talked. And I remember it was a conversation about fucking penguins, and I was telling her how like penguin factories were in Alaska or some shit, and penguins were made in Alaska, and dead ass, that's how the fuck our conversation started. And it just blossomed from there, and we kept talking and shit, and it was like, the following day we just linked up, and it kept going on, and like, like,
you gotta love Daisy.
It all linked from fucking conversation. It really just linked from conversation.
That kind of what happened with me and Babe.
That's not true.
No, I'm just saying, like, when we started talking, like, I told a joke, you laughed. I knew.
No, that's not true at all.
What? Okay, well,
she gonna deny that forever, Momo.
That's how I felt. It was easy. Like,
am I gonna tell the story? You want? Because he'll tell you anything to make it sound like a Hallmark movie. I'm telling you.
Oh, whatever.
I'm serious.
Let me get Cassell's look on this person, then we'll go back. Cassell, okay, so if you out there online dating, right? You see somebody, you say you go to a strip club or you go to a club, right? And you see this dude just standing over in the corner, and you like, oh, his Abby is just delicious looking. Oh, I need to talk. How are you getting his attention? What are you doing?
All right. First of all, I'm gonna say pause for you. Pause.
Pause. Yeah. Pause.
But I am a little hard nut to crack, yo. Like, seriously, I'm not meeting my guy at the club. I could think somebody's cute, but I'm not meeting him there. I'm meeting my dude at, the grocery store or the library or at church, or even just like, I don't know, at like a museum outing or something, or a nice restaurant at a bar, but not like the kind of bar that like people are like super, super loud, like, someplace exclusive and quiet. I kind of study men. Like, I want the type of guy that is, quiet, but still like demands that respect. You know what I'm saying? Without having to say it. So, the kind of guy that I guess I would be looking for is just, I don't know, it's hard. It's really, really hard to say. I guess I would probably start by sending him a drink if I was at a bar.
Okay.
If he was in the library, I would probably try to find a book that was in his same area and spark up conversation to see if he could help me reach something. I would do something to see if he's chivalrous in some form and then just kind of start from there.
Okay. A little sneak, little see if he watching me type of thing. Little waiting to exhale moment.
A little no.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. All right.
Momo.
Well, listen, y'all. No, I got the message. I was about to do it right now. So listen, y'all. This has been fun. This has been great. But listen, y'all. We're gonna cut to commercial break. We got some goodies coming up for you guys. So I'm gonna pass this over to Bella and to Vivian, and they're gonna take over our commercial break. So if y'all could sit back, relax, and pay attention, and don't forget, Lilith is gonna be sending you guys a survey. Please take the time to fill out the survey and give us your feedback. We do enjoy it. We read them. Trust me, we read every single last one of those surveys last night, and we were going to do it again tonight. So if you could please click on that link right there, view the form, fill it out, and we will give you look into it with you guys later. Well, not with you guys. I'm talking to my team. But I'm going to pass this over to Bella and Vivian.
And really quickly, before I do cut to break, we do have a couple comments and questions from the YouTube. So I definitely haven't forgot about you guys. As soon as we come back, we'll address those questions and then we'll move on with the segment.
Okay. Viv, it's on you.
Like masculinity and femininity is a whole gender-based thing. Okay. I'll say, like, for the most part, like a couple friends in here, they know, like, when I'm around my daughter, I'm at my most feminine in the beautiful way, right?
Right.
So, with that being said, like I said, there's a scale to all of it, right? So it can be very beautiful or very disastrous, right? Mm-hmm. So when I like, for a man, for example, if he can't manage his emotions and communicate that out in a proper way, and the only way he can express himself emotionally is through violence, I think he's going kind of feminine with that. Like I said earlier, masculinity, femininity, I don't believe they have emotions.
Why do you attach that?
Not emotions, gender. I don't think they have gender.
But why do you attach violence to femininity, though?
I think that's the opposite scale of it being a beautiful thing.
But everything up goes down, left goes right.
Okay, so
what is above, so is below.
What's the opposite? Okay, so let me ask you this then. What's the opposite of the beautiful aspects of feminine behavior? Like I said, no gender involved.
What is repeat the
question?
What's the
direct opposite? What's the opposite of good feminine behavior?
Oh, anger.
Okay then. Anger brings violence.
Okay. I
still don't feel like I understand where this is going.
But I see where I see what you're saying, but I don't like that the attachment to femininity is anger.
Right, because
I mean, it's stereotypically.
I'm not saying it's the only attachment.
Yeah, no, right. Yeah, no. Yeah. So it's the bad side of femininity.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Okay, so there's a good and bad
I'm saying,
side
to reword it, I'm saying the men exhibit the bad side of femininity when they're violent. That's another way I could word it, I guess.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Femininity is directly correlated to women. Okay, so
true.
If a man is angry or doing something, that's directly coordinated to his masculinity. That's his shit. That's not our shit. So that's like, when you think feminine, you think not aggressive, dependent, or sometimes submissive or passive or home oriented or all of these little things, right? Mm-hmm. But you don't correlate femininity with being, I don't know how.
I correlate femininity with emotions, and I correlate masculinity with reason and logic.
Seriously, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, hell no, bro.
Yep, I've said it out loud.
Masculinity don't deal with emotions?
I don't think so.
Wait a minute.
What?
I don't know, and
Am I gonna get banned tonight?
No, I feel like that thinking.
You have really weird situations and issues with women.
What? That's crazy, bro.
I was raised old school as hell. I was raised old school.
So I believe it.
Feeling real. I believe it. Woman haters club out in here, like real.
Very much, yes. It's very much giving very much some misogyny. But
yes, giving very much.
This is how I look at it. And whoever said that, they're right. It can be beautiful or disastrous, as well as like logic can be very productive or cold. So I personally think that, like I've said this before, like a while back, that like men are at their most feminine when they're violent. Okay, so conversely, I think toxic masculinity actually comes from women. Y'all can fight me in the comments. That's all I think about it.
How?
Yeah, I'd love to hear how you came up with that.
I ain't gonna lie, that's tough, bro. You went out on a limb.
Can you explain that a little bit more for us?
I think you're on your own, bro.
I feel like it comes from women.
Can you elaborate a little bit?
I'm okay standing alone on it. I'll speak on it. I don't think that.
All right. Welcome back from those commercial breaks. Hey, listen, y'all out there in YouTube. Thank y'all again for watching. Thank y'all, really appreciate it. Thank y'all for being here. To the audience, give yourselves a round of applause. To my panel guests, to you guys are awesome. Give a big shout out to my team, the Cracking Up Entertainment. We should be. To the Cracking Up team, I really. Lord Jesus. I think it's a delay. To my co-executive producer, Debbie Cakes, my wife, my beautiful wife. To my executive director, Dollarface, she's AFK right now. I think she was dealing with real life. To my director, Miss Bella. To our assistant and advertisement specialist, Vivian. To our PR coordinator, Miss Lilith. And to my right-hand man, Emil. And also to Josh, wherever he is. We're just gonna say it. We're just gonna
I'm weak, bro.
But he probably dealing with something. But listen, y'all, I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate y'all.
I hope I get those many passes. But
he owes the tip jar. He definitely owes the tip jar. But anyway, thank y'all for being here. Before we get back into our bullet points, I do believe we had some YouTube questions that we would like to go ahead and answer now. So Bella, if you could go ahead and read those out.
While they're doing that, make sure you guys came over to our tip jar. Show us some love. Keep this show floating. Greatly appreciate all donations. So yeah, go ahead, Bella.
Absolutely, thank you for that, Debbie. Okay, so let me see here. So. Just a couple comments I want to read and one question. So I hope I'm probably going to say some names wrong. I apologize. I apologize. So Leono said online dating is weird. Then Oblivion Beats said, in theory, SL is not a game. It is a borderline metaverse platform. It has an economy. And Bubby Brown said, Jonah said, do you think your spouse is more toxic virtually or in reality?
Was that directed towards?
I think that question was directed toward the people who date on here and also in real life.
Okay.
The person who asked the question, if you're still in the crowd, if you want to type or mic up really quickly so that you can explain your question a little bit more.
Yeah. Was that directed towards somebody specific, or was that just a general question? I don't know if they're still here or not.
I'm not
it's
sure
all right.
if they're still here either.
It's a general statement. Okay. Well, I don't think it's that toxic. You know what I'm saying? I mean, nobody's relationship is gonna be perfect. First and foremost. I met Debbie on here, and we've been together going on 2 years, real life, and married in SL for a year and some change. So, uh, yeah, I mean, we have our good days, we have our bad days. There are days where she don't want to look at me, I don't want to look at her. We look at each other like we're gonna kill each other, but at the end of the day, we go to sleep and we make sure that we happy. You know what I'm saying? We still play the game together, as you can hear. Sometimes I echo through her microphone, sometimes she echoes through mine. But that's with any relationship though. But I feel like it can be more toxic online, especially if you're not with that person. It's a little different from me, seeing as how I live with the person. Like, it's not like I'd be like, man, fuck you, and close my computer down and just go in the other room and be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I live with her. You know what I'm saying? We sleep in the same bed. So it's like, I can't get too bad because I have to, at the end of the day, deal with that. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a little different with people that are actually living together versus somebody that's just dating somebody. You know what I'm saying? You're not in the same state. You're not in the same area. So, you could just close that off and go about your day and be okay versus somebody who has to actually look at that person. So I hope that answered your question from my perspective. I don't know if Emil would like to say anything about that.
I guess. All right. So like me in my situation, if you look at my partner box, Daisy. So me and Daisy actually met in 2010. And we started dating. We dated on and off for a little bit. And so 2013, I decided I was going to enlist in the military. My first duty station was Alaska. I was literally in Alaska by myself. Being there, like I said, it was my first duty station. Yeah, I met people in my unit rather soon. But like other than that, like I didn't know them personally. Like, yeah, I met friends, but like I was really alone. But I was still dating Daisy. And we had like an amazing relationship. So I went on Christmas block leave. During Christmas block leave, I had the chance to either fly to New Jersey or fly to California. And that trip to California was a lot cheaper than flying all the way back home. So I spent my Christmas with Daisy. It might be a little scary to some, but like that first time that we actually met, we actually got married. So I went back to Alaska. Yes. Like we were together for 2 weeks and got married. After that, I had to go back to work. Flew to Alaska. I literally spent like all right. So married, we literally spent like 2 days together. Literally 2 days together. After those 2 days, I had to fly back to Alaska. It was a entire 6 months before I actually seen her again in person.
TP to the house right now. I'm not playing with you.
After those, sir, is everything all right? We live on YouTube right now. If you could please mute your mic and take that into the box. Thank you.
Awkward. Moving on. All right. So like, literally after those 2 days that we actually spent together married, I had to go to Alaska. We had to go back to work, and I didn't see her for 6 months. After that, we actually met up again in an airport to fly back to my parents in Jersey, and from that, she literally flew with me back to Alaska, and we've been together since. So like I would say the online dating thing, it may not be everybody's cup of tea, but if it's something or with somebody that you're actually caring for, you're actually feeling, and everything's genuine, it's a scary sight to actually meet somebody. And honestly, it's totally fucking crazy that we literally got married the entire first time that we fucking met. It was literally within 2 weeks. It is fucking crazy, but
let me ask you about that. How was that for you? Like, was it something that you brought upon yourself? Like, was it just the connection? What the chemistry? Like,
honestly, it was definitely chemistry, connection. It's definitely something that's very fucking sudden. But like, it's like I said, we were dating since 2010. So like, we spent amazing times together. Like, Daisy was honestly my fucking everything. She held me down the entire time I was away in basic training. Bro, like, I can show you guys literally, I have a fucking, to this day, I still keep this shit. I have like multiple like fucking Foot Lockers and shit. But like in a Foot Locker, I have literally every fucking letter that she sent me when I was in basic training. Wow. And I guarantee you, dude, I want to say drill sergeants were fucking pissed.
I'm about to cry.
Literally,
I'm literally about to cry.
It was every time we got fucking mail. I am not kidding you. I'm not exaggerating. Every day we got fucking mail. I had a letter from Daisy.
Damn.
Like, it was fucking crazy. She literally held me the fuck out. She really held me the fuck down. And like, honestly, that was something that definitely put the shit in concrete.
Yeah, I
And
would have
like,
married her too. Yeah, if you doing some stuff like
yeah,
that, yeah,
like,
that's it.
yo,
Well, I couldn't write him letters because after he saw me, he like moved in. So it was kind of like,
Okay.
I'm
Wait a
just
minute.
saying,
Wait
11
a
hours back and
goddamn.
forth, and he waited till
goddamn.
September to move in.
Here we
Didn't
go.
leave
That
me
11
any time
hours.
to send a letter.
Go kick.
Just saying.
Yes, I
but
drove
yeah, like,
11 hours. Yes, I did.
but yeah, like, and it's crazy because like even before I actually flew to spend that Christmas with her and whatnot, I already told her like, yo, we're definitely getting married. And it wasn't something that like I was planning on doing that small time that we were together, but like, yo, that's what that's what it fell into. And I have no doubts. I have no regrets about it. Like, yeah, it's a normal relationship like everybody else. We have good days and bad days, good times and bad times. Sometimes I wake up and I absolutely love her. Other times, like, yo, I just want to like just wring your fucking neck. But that's with any relationship. You take the good with the bad and y'all work through it. So it's definitely something that worked out for me. And I'm mad if that sounds kinky. Shut the fuck up, if. Anyway, but like it's definitely something that's worked for us. And like I said, honestly, I don't regret anything. Like that's.
I love it.
Oh, Neil has a sensitive side.
They are like
know,
the
I'm eating it up
epitome
right
of.
now.
I mean, besides, I mean, like I don't even put me. I mean, I love Momo. Don't get me wrong, but I don't put me in his relationship beside Daisy and Emil. I'm trying to tell you, like, from the day that I saw them get married, like. That's just how long I've known you guys. Isn't that crazy? I remember when you guys even had your wedding. It was so cute. I saw the video of it and I cried. I was like, oh my God. Yeah. So they're freaking amazing and adorable. And that's my niecey and nephew. So yes, we're not, I mean, honestly, I say this to, online dating is not everybody's cup of tea, as he said, you know. And I had walked away because I had to go gather up my family. I had to reel them in. But yeah, so I'm coming back late. But I just wanted to add that, you know, I mean, when you find that certain someone, no matter where you find them, you know, it all boils down to that communication, those memories, and that really kind of is what keeps me kind of holding on. Because, like, you know, me and Momo bump heads all the time. He's the yin to my yang, but he's the Pisces to my Cancer, and it's all water over here. So, yes, it can become a roller coaster. So, you know, and honestly, some can say, oh, y'all moved in so fast, but I've known this man going on almost 10 years. So, yeah, it's crazy that I just did the math earlier today. I've known him almost going on 10 years, and we've been friends since day one. And I was going to do this story before the commercial break, so if I can run through this story, like I said, he'll try and give you the Hallmark cookie cutter story. Like he's over huffing and puffing. He's like, oh, here we go. But whereas Cassell was saying, you know, she wouldn't meet her man in no club, I will be the one to say I've been married on here 3 times, and I met each of them in a club. And I was dancing. Yes, I used to be a dancer. I still run a club, but yeah, I met them dancing, and I met Momo dancing, and Momo was just like, uh-oh, what did my sister say? Some of the best relationships happen spur of the moment and are unexpected. Yes, they are, and I'm going to go right into that. So yeah, we met.
She was a dancer online. She's a dancer through the game.
Oh yeah, I don't strip in real life. I'm not that damn bold. Look, I'm confident, but I ain't that damn bold to hit a pole. Listen. No, thank you. I like all my limbs intact. So yeah, on the game, Excel. I was a dancer on here, let me specify. And, you know, yeah, so he came in, and of course he was flirting with everybody, because that's how Momo is. He's a big-ass flirt. And so he's the actual beginner of the butterfly booty joke, because that's what my nickname from him was. He called me butterfly booty every time he came around. And, yeah, over the years, you know, I seen him in and out of relationships and vice versa. And then 2020 happened, and I actually had him blocked. I'm not going to go into depth on why I had him blocked, but he was being a jackass, and I blocked his ass. And so, you know how SL is. SL gets to acting real funky, and then your whole block list is empty, and you're like, what the Holy Spirit just happened? So it was one of those days, and we were at this place called Walmart, and he had said some joke. I don't even know what it was, but I chuckled, and I was like, and so he said, "Oh, so you do have me unblocked?" I said, "By accident." Like, SL doesn't have you blocked. I didn't unblock you. So it just kind of started from there. I was going through it, he was going through it, and then like Ima said, we still don't even know how we got into a relationship because we never even made it established until he was coming up here visiting me that May, and that week and a half was amazing. That amazing that he decided that he wanted to move up here. So May turned into September, and then he was up here living with me. So he's been here for almost, it'll be 2 years in September. And our relationship will be 2 years in May. So, yep. Yep, it happens spur of the moment, and you just really don't even know when it's going to hit you. You really don't.
We have a couple questions from the audience. I had someone ask me to ask you a question. I think they wanted to remain anonymous.
Okay.
Y'all forgive me for crashing out, like, bro, like, I swear.
No, it's fine.
It's fine. It's okay.
I'm just like, oh my God, okay?
You're good. But welcome back. Thank you for coming back to us.
Thank you, honey. Thank you.
Appreciate you being here on the show.
Go ahead with your question.
Okay, well, one of them first from the YouTube, it says, do you think the bond is stronger finding each other online versus real life? So I guess they want you to
who is that too?
Relationship.
I think it's to everybody. No, I think
I think it's on the panel.
Okay.
So people who have online dated and been with somebody.
Okay. The reason why I would say it is stronger is because you actually get to know that person. Versus like how Bay said earlier, if you're out in real life and you just, you see somebody, you're at work and somebody walks past you and you just stop them for a moment and say, "Hey, how you doing? Can I get your number?" Instead of it being just a conversation and you're talking to somebody, you actually have to break down and get to know somebody. Because, the Abby is one thing, but actually having a conversation with somebody, just like how Emil said, him and Daisy was talking about penguins. It could be like the most craziest conversation, but the fact that you having that conversation and you break it down points and you're just sitting there talking and getting to know somebody and seeing their viewpoints, it makes it stronger because you're actually connecting with somebody on a more mental level. And for somebody like me, mental stimulation is everything to me. Having that conversation, being able to just not give a fuck and have just talk to somebody and be intertwined to that conversation means a whole lot more to me. So I would definitely agree that the bond is stronger from my standpoint. I can't speak for everybody else, but that's how I feel.
I agree too.
Can I hear from Bella, please? And our other panelists as well, please.
Bella, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Sure. So I have never dated someone off of Second Life. I flirt with people all the time, but as far as like to take it into like a real relationship, and me and Momo had this conversation before, is when it comes to guys, like, saying like, oh, they like me and stuff, for me it's like, you don't know me for you to say that you like me. So I never really take them serious. I never really feel like they're genuine with it. So that's kind of like halted me as well. Now, before I got onto Second Life, I did used to play IMVU in my teenage years, and I did meet up with people off of IMVU in real life. But it was normally on like some friendship thing. It was kind of the same for me. Like, even though I met up with the guys, like, we never did anything. Kind of just because I never really took them serious, because I didn't really feel like they were genuine with it. So excuse me, sorry. So that's just kind of like my experiences, where, going back to what I said before, I do feel like I stifle myself or I halt myself because I'm so like conscious of everything, and I kind of don't like just go with the flow. Like when I'm talking to a guy, like, I'm analyzing everything he says. Like, I'm literally like, that don't sound right. I don't believe you. Like, stop selling me dreams. Like, I'm a grown woman. I don't need you to do that. So it could probably, could fuck me up in the end. But I feel like if you find the right person, you'll know for sure, because it's a feeling that you're gonna get. Like, even I met my ex offline. I met him on Tinder, and we were together for 2 years. And it was kind of a connection that I felt with him, even though we met up, after like 3 weeks. But it was something I felt like a comforting with him based on like how we used to talk, and I felt safe enough to like really hang out with him and share that experience with him. So for me, online dating has worked. It's just like sometimes when it comes to like IMVU and Second Life, I just sometimes don't take what they say seriously because I'm like, I don't know if he really feels that way. So, but that's just me.
Okay. Um,
Like, I
Emil?
think, I think online relationships would have a stronger bond. It's like I only dated in SL. I haven't done any of like the Tinder apps, any of the online dating apps. But when it comes to SL, all of us are here in SL, and SL is a place where you can be your truest self. If you
Right.
want to be as weird as you want to be, you can be as weird as you want to fucking be. Honestly, so it gives you the purest form of yourself. So with that
Exactly.
said, like for instance, like regardless, it's still going to be not necessarily, but it can still be a long distance relationship, which honestly, in my opinion, creates stronger bonds because it's more than you're not seeing each other every day, but it's definitely giving you that time to definitely learn more about each other. The time spent since you're not physically together, you have more conversation, deeper conversation. Not saying that you can't do that in an actual physical relationship, but it gives you more time to get to know your partner. Honestly, like Daisy is my best friend, and I can tell you the ins and out of her, and vice versa. Mostly because all the conversations we had, like we've had like fucking years of conversation before we actually met physically. So when it did come down time for us to meet physically, it's like it wasn't anything new. Yeah, it was the first time that we actually got to hug and kiss each other physically, but we still knew each other on a personal level so deep that like it wasn't like I was meeting somebody for the first time. I'm just finally meeting up with my best friend.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my God, you're killing me, Amil.
okay, so,
You're freaking killing me.
Cassell, how would you feel? Do you feel like the bonds between people versus online dating and real life dating, you feel like it's stronger on SL versus in real life?
Of course I do. I would second everything that he just said, but also just based on my own personal perspective, um, I'm gonna give you guys just some pointers real quick, and this is something that everybody should know, but most people just don't say it out loud. Women, you could say we care about looks, we care about money, we care about so many different things, right? Really, it's just more so of upholding a certain lifestyle or standard at the end of the day, because that's how we are socialized, that's how we grow up. However, when you're on this game, like he said, and you're living your best life or your truest self or whatever means, whatever itch you have, there's somebody to kind of scratch it, if you will, on this platform. So with that said, I feel like you do fall in love a lot faster because the sensation of knowing that there's no physical touch, there's no harm in what could actually happen to your person. Once somebody has your mind, it's a lot easier for you to kind of trust them and to go along with their ideals if it happens to align with what you believe in. So once you have somebody's mind, you know, it pretty much moves from there. I know all the women out there, real women, you just want to be protected and you want to be loved on. And those things both happen in unison here at the exact same time. So, like your current wife just said, Momo, it took a second. You guys had, bumped heads a little bit, but once you guys aligned mentally and just started to kind of have a likeness of thinking, everything kind of just fell into place after that. And then with the young man sitting next to me, he was like, yo, I felt like I was just meeting my best friend. It's just now it's physical. And
Right.
before that, it was a mental. So I definitely agree. Yeah. The bond from social media sometimes can be so much stronger and metaphysical than actual physical a being that would be sitting next to you in your house every day or somebody that you could drive right down the street to see. It just is.
Okay. All right, it looks like you have crashed again. I'm sorry that you keep crashing. I hope that you're able to actually sit in with us. But go ahead and relog. Come on back. We're gonna
All
take some
right.
time. Yeah, we're gonna take this time to do some more commercial breaks for you guys, and this time we're gonna air them on the show. So, Viv, go ahead and take over.
Give me.
Conversely, I think toxic masculinity actually comes from women. Y'all can fight me in the comments. That's all I think about.
How?
Yeah, I'd love to hear how you came up with that.
I ain't gonna lie, that's tough, bro. You went out on a limb.
Yeah,
Can you explain that a little bit more for us?
I think you're on your own. I think you're on your own,
Why
bro.
you feel like it comes from women?
Can you elaborate a little bit?
All right. I'm okay standing alone on it. I'll speak on it. I don't think that like masculinity and femininity is a whole gender-based thing. Okay.
Okay.
I'll say, like, for the most part, like a couple friends in here, they know, like, when I'm around my daughter, I'm at my most feminine in the beautiful way, right?
Right.
So, with that being said, like I said, there's a scale to all of it, right? So it can be very beautiful or very disastrous, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I like, for a man, for example, if he can't manage his emotions and communicate that out in a proper way, and the only way he can express himself emotionally is through violence, I think he's going kind of feminine with that. Like I said earlier, masculinity, femininity, I don't believe they have emotions.
Why do you attach that?
Not emotions, gender. I don't think they have gender.
But why do you attach violence to femininity, though?
I think that's the opposite scale of it being a beautiful thing.
But but everything up goes down, left goes right.
Okay, so
what is above, so is below.
What's the opposite? Okay, so let me ask you this then. What's the opposite of the beautiful aspects of feminine behavior? Like I said, no gender involved.
What is repeat the
question?
What's the
direct opposite? What's the opposite of good feminine behavior?
Oh, anger.
Okay then. Anger brings violence.
Okay.
I still don't feel like I understand where this is going.
But I see I see what you're saying, but I don't like that the attachment to femininity is anger.
Right,
because I mean, it's stereotypically.
I'm not saying it's the only attachment.
Yeah, no, right. Yeah, no, yeah. So it's the bad side of femininity.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Okay, so there's a good and
I'm saying, okay, to reword it, I'm
so,
saying the men exhibit the bad side of femininity when they're violent. That's another way I could word it, I guess.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Femininity is directly correlated to women. Okay, so
true.
If a man is angry or doing something, that's directly coordinated to his masculinity. That's his shit. That's not our shit. So that's like when you think feminine, you think not aggressive, dependent, or sometimes submissive or passive or home oriented or all these little things, right? Mm-hmm. But you don't correlate femininity with being, I don't know how.
I correlate femininity with emotions, and I correlate masculinity with reason and logic.
Seriously, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, hell no, bro.
Yep, I said it out loud.
Masculinity don't deal with emotions?
I don't think so.
Wait a minute.
What?
I don't know, and
Am I gonna get banned tonight?
No, I feel like that thinking
you have really weird situations and issues with women.
What? That's crazy, bro.
I was raised old school as hell. I
believe it. Feeling real. I believe it. Woman haters club out there here, like real.
Very much, yes. It's very much giving very much some misogyny. But
yes, giving very much.
This is how I look at it. And whoever said that, they're right. It can be beautiful or disastrous, as well as like logic can be very productive or cold. So I personally think that, like I've said this before, like a while back, that like men are at their most feminine when they're violent. Okay, so conversely, I think toxic masculinity actually comes from women.
All right. Welcome back, you guys. Hey, listen. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, y'all missing out, man. For those out there in the YouTube audience, you are really missing out, man. We doing giveaways. People are learning some good, cool stuff. So if you can, come on down to the plug. We can get you love, drugs, and hugs. You know what I'm saying? You already know how we do. But anyway, it's your boy Momo of Mo Late Nights. I'm acting a fool, but listen. Okay, tonight we're talking about online dating. So I don't know if it was there any more questions out there from YouTube land that we have.
Yes, there was. Yes, there
Okay,
was.
give me one more question, then we're gonna hit these next two subjects that I got
And I
right here.
would love to hear from everyone on the panel with this one. How do you adjust playing the game with your partner? Do you spend all your time together online? Do you still hang out online while being right next to one another? How does it work being gamers and lovers?
Oof.
Do you become competitive?
Yo.
That's a big oof.
Yo, who's gonna take this first? Who's gonna take this first?
You go ahead, Emil. You laugh first.
All right, so I get asked this all the time because everybody is like, "Where's Daisy?" You will never ever. It's a very fucking rare occasion to see me and Daisy together in World. Although, like, yeah, she's always working on items and whatnot. She's always working on her store, but like, regardless, it is a very rare occasion for you to see us together. It's like, for one, she's like either on the couch or like she not necessarily next to me, but like, yeah, in World means in the game. I agree. But yeah, it's like it's a very rare occasion to see us together. Like we really don't spend much time together in World. I will always mess with her in World, or sometimes just might map her to just see what she's doing, like to pester her, especially because she's forever working. But very rare occasions, like we had the New Year's Eve party and whatnot here at the plug. She actually came out, chilled, but like other than that, like no, you'll never see us together. I don't know necessarily why. We just don't hang out together in World. Why do I have to see you in World when you're just down the hall? I don't know. That's just me. It's logic.
Well, I guess I'll go next. So me and Bay are like literally 2 feet apart. If I stretch my arm out, I can touch her shoulder right now. So it's we're always together sometimes. If you hear me, you hear her. If you hear her, you hear me. So yeah, it's kind of hard because I know sometimes she gets a little angry with me when I play Xbox and I don't like spend time with her on the game or don't do anything. So it's hard to balance that time. Now when I wasn't here, when I wasn't living here with her, it was different. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to be around her. You know what I'm saying? It was, babe, I need you. But it's like the fact that I know she's right here with me, it's like sometimes, and people can attest, I will not sign on SL because it's like I don't need to get on SL for nothing. I got what I want right here. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it gets kind of tricky trying to balance that time, but you find a way. People say you make time for what you want. So if I want to spend time with her and do stuff, especially with COVID and how it is, doing special things with your significant other can be seen as like actually going out in real life. So maybe we could go out for dinner on the game versus just us eating Chinese food and watching a movie together. You know what I'm saying? Like just doing little special things, or even her supporting me with when I do my shows or the things I do, or I support her when she do the things she do. Like if she doing her dragon support toxin, by the way. If she's doing her dragon stuff, I'll come and sit with her sometimes and come over there, or I ask her, I'll look at her screen, I'm like, oh, what kind of dragon is that, or what you doing? It's all about communication first of all, and it's all about how that person makes you feel. Because if you feel like you could just go all day just looking at that person and not get irritated, then it'll work for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we have our good days and bad days, so it's all about balance, and you will find a way to balance that. Bella and Red Sea, what y'all got?
I'm gonna let Red go because I don't have a story for you. I don't have a story. I think I'm the only single one up here, So, as far as adjusting,
are there any aspiring relationships maybe sparking up out there?
Momo,
Or
why you
anything in
do
the
that?
past?
Why you do that,
Anything in
Momo?
the past?
What? I'm just asking a question.
In the past, let's see. Okay, yeah. We could go off a past. No, because it wasn't a relationship. Like, okay, it's like there's guys I talk to, right? Like, so there's guys I'll entertain and I'll flirt with you and I'll talk to you. But as far as anything ever becoming like serious, I have not found that person yet. No.
So you just really haven't found that guy to just like
Hey.
put you on
Nah,
your ass.
Bella ain't a player. She just crush a lot.
Yeah, that's kind of how to sum it up, to be honest. Like, and I'm not saying like it'll never happen. I haven't met anyone that
You just ain't found nobody that's on your level yet.
that does it for me. That where I feel like they're
Well, that's
genuine with
understandable.
it. That's all.
But the question is, are you looking?
Am I? Oh, absolutely. I'm always looking. I hate being lonely. First of all, it's fucking cold in New York. Okay, and.
Okay, so you just want a relationship so you can be warm. Is that what you're saying? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a damn minute.
No, okay, no, let me say that. Okay, because y'all stop judging me. And if y'all commented, I can't see the comments.
Stop putting
so,
words in this woman's mouth.
Yeah, it's like, he's making me nervous. Okay, so let me rephrase that, right? Yes, okay, I am looking for a relationship. I would like a relationship, but at the same time, I'm not going to settle for less than what I deserve. I do have standards. Maybe my standards are a little high to some people, but, I like what I like and I don't what I don't.
So you do remember the movie?
I do.
Think Like a Man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember how Taraji P was out there being really
I
strong?
knew he was going to come with
I'm just saying, Bella. I'm just saying. Sometimes you gotta let down the walls.
But wait a minute, do we also remember Megan's character? How she didn't just spread her legs and settle for less. She made that nigga work.
Boom.
So
that's true.
Boom.
That's true. No, that's true.
Boom. And I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm a girl. Like, I do the 90 days, and some guys can't handle it. They don't want to wait, but you gotta wait 90 days with me. Now I'm not gonna lie. I have caved before. Okay? But on a standard, I'm a 90-day type of girl.
So you ain't never
90-day fiance?
No, 90 days till, you get the cookie. But I think that's like veering off from the question. So, I'm not going to go too deep into it. But yes,
okay.
that's just.
Okay, babe, well, how do you feel about balance between real life and SL? How do you feel?
You pretty much said it.
All right, well, there you go. You heard it here first. All right, so now this next topic that I want to talk about is probably going to spark a lot of I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm just going to say it, and we're going to go from there. Catfishing. I know we've all experienced it. Some of y'all probably done it. But I know it's happening to y'all one form of fashion. You think you're talking to one person. You end up talking to some ugg mug out there that don't know what the hell they got going on, or they just pretending to be a whole nother person that they are not. What is your take on catfishing? Emil, I'm going to start with you.
I understand some people might catfish because like they might be uncomfortable or they might not be as confident, but like personally I don't see the point of it. Once again, like as stated earlier, you might not be everybody's cup of tea, but you're gonna be the right thing for the right person. So I like I said earlier as well, like in SL you could be any fucking thing you want. Like honestly, if there are 1,000,002 people here. And honestly, if you look about it, if you're actually out there, I wouldn't say out there looking for love, but like if you're actually creating those bonds with people, like there's no reason to actually throw up a facade. Like they say, yo, you catch more flies. Yeah,
lying.
You catch more flies with honey than shit. Like honestly, like there's no point of actually like lying. Like the shit's gonna come back 3 times fold. You're gonna get caught out there, and the next thing you know, you just ruined a fucking relationship that could have been something absolutely amazing just because you decided to lie. There's no point in that. I don't know.
I've experienced catfishing. One of my first relationships on here was a catfish, and it just it almost make you want to not do online dating, or you know what I'm saying, because it's like, yo, this whole time just be honest, don't lie. Like, I would rather like you for who you are as a person versus you sit here trying to sell me this dream that is never going to happen. It crushes. It makes you think like, damn, am I that fucking stupid to believe that I believed all this shit? And when you just could have been honest up front from the beginning, you never know what could have happened out of that whole situation. But because you had to lie, okay. Let me read what Imma said. Catfish only happens when you take it to real life level. You don't have to worry about it if you don't get that far. But even still, no, even still, even if it's just SL, I still don't lie. Period. I agree with that, but in the same sense, don't lie. Period. Like, if you say you do this and you do that, don't lie about it. Was the catfish? Yes, yes, it was. Yeah, I got. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, it happened. It happened, and you like,
Damn,
wow, like,
Momo.
Yikes.
yeah, it happened. Like, look, I was young on the I was young on the grid. I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying, we getting Sims together, we opening up stores, and it was a whole lot. And I'm still cool with this person to this day. It doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talked about it, and I'm like, yo, like, yes, I don't hold grudges. I don't hold grudges. Unless something ends very tragically or bad, I'm not gonna hold a grudge. I'm not that mean. I don't delete people. Some of my enemies I still have on my friends list. I don't care. It doesn't bother me because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be who I am, and you're gonna be who you are. So it is what it is. But yeah, I don't hold grudges. That's just me. And you know what I'm saying? We still cool to this day. I still talk to him when I see him, like, hey, how you doing? How's life? You know? And but I've moved on. I've grown, you know what I'm saying? So I've matured since that point. You know what I mean? So but yeah, catfishing, it'll hurt at first. It'll do some it'll do some strange things to you, I'll tell you that. So Bella, have you experienced catfishing at all?
Yeah, I've experienced catfishing and I was a catfish. So
What?
I was when I was 13.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. So
No.
I was.
Not sweet innocent Bella.
I'm not gonna lie. So when I first got onto IMVU, I didn't feel comfortable putting my real picture out there because of all the weirdos and stuff. So, but it wasn't like I didn't like do some crazy shit. Like I just used a friend's picture. Like I was like, like we're the same age, whatever. So it's probably like, and I told her about it and she was, she was a little mad, but then she got over it. And I only did it for like maybe 6 or 7 months, and then after I saw like
That's
all
still
the
a long time.
it is, right?
That's a lot of commitment.
It is. It really is because I had to keep going on her Facebook to download pictures, to upload it. Like it was a lot of work. So, it was a lot of freaking work, So, but after like 6 months, like once I saw like all the other teenagers and kids were doing it, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put my picture up. But then, when I was 16, I moved to New York. I was out of high school, everything, so I'm in a whole state, no friends. So I'm like looking for people that live in New York. I'm like, hey, like I want to do something or whatever. And supposedly the guy I was talking to, and I was talking to him, like I knew him for like at least almost 2 years. And I decided like, hey, you live in New York, I live in New York now, like let's meet up. And even when I met up with him, I thought he was a dude still. But he wasn't. It was a girl. And I kind of, yeah, and I kind of just had to tell, like, it didn't end badly. It was just kind of like, that's not, it's, yeah, it's not my cup of tea, like, no matter what, cool person, we don't talk anymore, at this time, because that was a while ago anyway, but it just, after that day, it deteriorated, the call stopped, the text messaging stopped, on my end mostly.
I would assume so.
Yeah, so, but that's just my story. But yeah, that's it.
Oh, can I go before I crash?
Of course.
Go ahead.
Good luck.
Look.
We're talking about catfishing right now.
Got you. Look, you have the best audience ever. You guys definitely need to give you guys your own hand of applause because, man, I'm telling you, you guys stick around. So I would say that I had a catfish moment on IMVU because I'm from IMVU before I came to Second Life. And it was a situation where I was hanging out with my sorors and we were hanging out with some frats. Well, I didn't know that there were frats that had girls that dressed up like men. I thought they were men behind the men Abbey. I'd never encountered avatars where it was the opposite section. Let me be the slow person in the room, right? And while I'm talking about this, I'm gonna just need like one of the nice audience members to come up and like definitely gorilla glue me to this chair, honey, so I don't go nowhere. All right. But I'm saying. But I ended up finding out later, it was like almost a year later, because you guys got to remember, IMVU don't have voice like y'all do. Well, they just brought it back. They just brought it back. But before that, they hadn't really had it. They kind of played with it and took it away, and then it just was whatever. So you guys have a better opportunity on Second Life to find out if somebody is who they say they are. You get what I'm saying? Unless, of course, they
Not
just
not
have somebody
really.
sit beside them,
Not really.
pretending. So it was harsh, but at first I had kind of a knee jerk reaction. I was like super pissed because I think with the catfishing, it's not even so much of the embarrassment of it all. It's more like I earned your choice. I earned your choice. I was honest. You fell in love with me because I was being my authentic self. And I feel like you stole my choice because you made it up in your mind that I was already not going to like you, whether it's because you were something else behind the Abby, whether it was because you felt like you were too big, too skinny, too whatever. You stole my choice from me. And I think that that's really what the real anger is behind the majority of people with catfish. It's most of the time the person that's catfishing, the reasons that you give yourself to steal the choice from the person is not even why they're going to be upset. They're going to be upset because you took their choice from them and they earned your respect and you stole theirs. I hope that makes sense.
I
Oh,
think
that was
that
deep. I like it.
so brilliant. So brilliant.
All right, Debbie
I
Cakes, you
got a
got anything you want?
story.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me take it to the panel guest first, real quick. Hmm. They can go ahead. Okay. She said you can go ahead. What's your story? What you got out there?
So I have two. Okay, the first catfish was back in like, I think it was like 2007. I think it was a friend of mine that I had been dealing with on SL and stuff. I went home to Cali to go visit my family, and he was like, "Well, we should meet up," and I was like, "All right." So me and my sister went to go meet him at Hard Rock Cafe, and when he showed up, like his picture, it was his picture, but it was a staged photo. Like it really didn't look like him at all. Like it was really different. But we weren't meeting up to like, smash or nothing like that. We were just friends. But it was just kind of like we had dated and stuff like that, and we had messed around before when there wasn't no voice and stuff like that in SL. So it was just kind of awkward. And like I don't know, this might sound superficial as fuck, but I'm just gonna say it. But he went to smile and like he was missing like almost all his teeth, and I was just like, okay, so what it was in the picture, because in the picture, like you had teeth, like I don't like it just was really crazy to me. And so that was one incident. Now this other one, I actually appreciated this other incident because it was somebody else that I was talking to in the game and stuff. And I'm thinking things were going really good. I'm like, hey, we're really connecting on this level here and we're talking. And then, he just kind of told me like, yeah, I don't think this is going to work out. I know I'm not the one for you, and stuff like that. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, how do you know that? How do you know you're not just, how are you going to say it? Anyways, I was kind of a little bit upset about that situation, but I just kind of moved on. But then 7 years later, that person hit me up and was like, well, I'm a female. And so I kind of appreciated the fact that she backed out of the situation because she knew that, at that time I wasn't really, I wasn't into that. And so because and I don't even know that I wasn't into it. It's just because the presentation is you're a male. So that's what I'm into, right? So that's what I'm talking to. So yeah, shut up. I've had some experiences, okay? But it was just I guess I kind of appreciated that she knew that she needed to back out of the situation with me, and she did. And then, of course, later on, I found out that she was a female, and I'm not mad at her for it. But I think it was because of the transition from voice, from not having voice in SL to
Right.
having voice. So.
Well, at least you got the opportunity to. She gave you that opportunity to like end things, and you didn't find out the hard way.
Yeah, so I kind of respected her more for that because she didn't just let it progress and go because it would have progressed. It would have kept going. It would have gone like to who knows what levels. And, because, it kind of like it's kind of like a mind fuck because you're like, wait, I was totally attracted to you. So now I'm like questioning myself, like because everything else was just like totally on point, right? So you're like, wait, hold on, you know. So it kind of makes you kind of question yourself. But I guess I was just appreciative that that she backed out and it didn't go any further to where it would have been awkward. But I don't even know if it would have been awkward. But who knows?
I like the open-endedness. Like, who knows? Like, to be continued.
But I mean, at least she had the opportunity to do that though. Like a lot of people don't get the opportunity to like correct that feeling of being like somebody going. I mean, like for example, I drove 11 miles to come see Debbie. If I'd have drove 11 miles and some man would have walked out that door, I swear to God, I would have lost my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have. I'm trying to tell you, would have been two niggas out there in the front yard fighting. I'm just saying.
I could picture that, Momo. Getting out the house. Hey, Momo, how you doing?
Right. Man, I would have lost, but thank God that communication is what it is. You got video chats, and I think the excuse that a lot of people got back in the day, they had back in the day. Oh, I don't have a webcam. A lot of computers didn't come with webcams. A lot of people didn't have smartphones with pictures. I can understand it back in the day, but nowadays, kids leapfrog tablets got cameras. Take a picture with that and send it to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no way, ain't no getting around it. I'm just saying. I'm just being honest. Ain't no getting around it. There's nothing you can say. My camera don't work. My camera don't work. My ass. I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody is uploading to Instagram, Facebook at all times. There's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. There's an app. You know what I'm saying? So, right, my camera and mic never works. So I don't want to hear that bullshit. That is a whole lie. You know what I'm saying?
Why the fuck you lying?
I don't want to hear that. Those lies might have worked back in 2013. You know what I'm saying? 2012, 2008 maybe. But now, nah, that ain't gonna work.
But if that smartphone shit don't work either, because even the old school Nokia flip phone shit, them shits had cameras, my nigga.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
It might have been garbage ass pictures, but it might have been small as shit. But it worked. It might have been a 2 megapixel picture, but it worked. Goddamn it! Where there's a way, there's an app. Yes, that I'm claiming that right there. I'm copyright, cracking up entertainment right there. That's my slogan. I'm keeping that. So anybody else out there experience any catfish stories, any catfish trauma, anything? I know we can't be the only ones.
Yeah, I got catfished.
Okay.
I got catfished by this man's lap that I'm sitting in right now.
Wait a damn minute.
What the fuck?
Wait a minute.
I'm done. And I'm done.
Hold up.
Time to log out.
We need answers. We need answers.
Nope, time to log out. Yep, thank you. That's show everybody. Good night.
This is my real life boyfriend. He's actually in the next room over from me. We'll be approaching 3 years, I think in August or 4, I lose count. But when I first started talking to him, and we did video chat and stuff like that. We saw each other's pictures and stuff. We met on Tagged. It was a fuck website, but we both agreed that we were there for pure entertainment. And we got really close to each other. And he's an amazing father to his children. And I was like, oh yeah, I need this. I need this right here. So we decided to meet up on summer vacation. My son at the time was away. So I'm a single mom now, about to meet up, maybe get some freak stuff going on here. And when this man stepped off of the airplane, like, even from the video chatting and pictures, whatever, he looked way better in person than he did with those videos and with those pictures. They did not do him justice. The quality did not do it justice. I needed it in 3D, like in my.
So Aunt Viv, what you saying is you thought she was dating Urkel, but he turned into be Stefan.
I'm telling you, baby. I'm telling you. That motherfucking switch, baby. Went right back to the crib. Back to the crib. Back to the crib. Yeah.
That ain't no catfish.
It was because I didn't realize.
She lying.
No, I'm not.
She
Bro, don't even argue with it.
Okay,
Take that
wait,
story.
wait, wait.
I would take it.
So I have a question though. I thought the catfish was like when, somebody was ashamed or not happy with how they
Right.
Not necessarily like a catfish can be anything.
I didn't think that he would be as handsome as he is like in real life. Like I was really like, damn, I'm about to get pregnant. Like
Oh damn.
Like a catfish can be like, yo, you think you about to date like a nice young man, and they turn out to be like a fish. Like, yo, literally. I don't know, it's weird shit. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be like somebody like totally ugly and shit. Like, yo, it could be like just it's a fraud. And
he
it's
was
something else.
catfishing me like opposite. Like, you know what I mean? Like for me, I felt a little opposite because what did I do when you got off the plane? Don't lie. What did I do? Nothing changed. I ran up to you, I gave you a hug, and I kissed you.
Automatically.
And the thought in your head was, why you wearing these faded ass shorts?
Yeah, I hated them shorts. I threw them shits away too.
Jesus, not the shorts.
Somebody get this jigaboo away from me.
Right.
Oh God, no the fuck you didn't.
There are famous. Okay, so Ima said there are famous people in the SL that don't want you to know that it's them. They catfish.
Very true.
Yeah, now I do believe that though. That's different. That's different. But
there was a story. Who was it? It was somebody online. Who was it? And it got, or was it VU that was on? No, they was on Second Life, and it got online. And like as soon as it got back to him, that people knew that this was his avatar. I think he stopped playing or something. Little somebody help me. I can't remember.
Little Duval?
No, he was a rapper, a young ass rapper. He's still a rapper.
Little Zane?
Was it? No,
They said that he passed away. Somebody that passed away.
Was it Little
Yachty nigga?
It's not. It's little. I thought he is still alive.
Yeah, there's really a lot of little. So like I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like nigga, Little Wayne, Little Yachty, Little Zane,
Little Bow Wow.
Right?
No, but I can't remember. But yeah, that happened.
The social media people, the social media celebrities, it's a few of them that's still on IMVU and they don't give a damn. They don't care who knows it, and they just don't friend everybody. But they don't care who knows that they're on there.
Yeah, because I remember a few years back before Ets died, yo, he was on live and whatnot and admit like, yeah, that he still played IMVU.
Oh, okay. I never knew that. Triple X sensation. Yeah, catfishing does go both ways.
Who the hell is that? Is that a stripper? What's the name? Sensation.
Triple X.
That's Tentacion.
Yeah, you don't.
Oh, Tentacion. Oh,
yeah. Tentacion. I don't know how to pronounce that shit.
Sensation. Sensation. Yeah, right.
Tentacion.
Y'all know who it is.
Sensation. I said, who's that? A stripper?
That's what I call him. Sensation.
That's it.
Triple X Sensation. Triple X. Goddamn it, that nigga.
Oh wait. And I hate to interrupt, but can I answer those other questions really quick? Because I was crashing.
Yeah, you deserve that. Yeah, you've been going through it the most.
I'm telling you, like for real. So, we already talked about looks, brains, how to get their attention, how to weed out the good from the bad. Basically, you do your pros and cons, and if there's more pros than cons, that's how I normally weigh my good from the bad. Real life to Second Life. My last husband on the game, I dated him on the game and also in real life before we got married on the game together. And as far as how do you present yourself, all of my friends and close family members on the game, business associates all know me as somebody with very high ideals and high standards. I can still have fun. I do use slang. I do curse. I can do just about anything that anybody else can do, but I'm very structured and I feel like there's a time and place for everything. So I think the only time you will catch me off guard or like when I'm really going off on somebody, no holds bar, is when people are trying to project or do something that makes me feel like you're trying to put me on the spot and you don't really know me that well. If you happen to be a friend or a family member or a loved one, I'm a little bit more careful with my words, but I still have an authoritative tone no matter what I'm saying. So that's how I present myself. And we already talked about catfish, so I know you're moving on. But I just try to keep it short and to the point.
All right. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I was eating me some Chinese food. Excuse me. But yeah. So, all right. So listen, the last question that the last bullet point that we're gonna talk about as far as online dating, your turn ons and your turn offs. What can somebody do online that would just completely be like, you know what, fuck this, I'm done, I'm over it, or oh, you know what, I like that. Let me dive deeper. So we're gonna start with Debbie Cakes. Debbie Cakes, what are some of your turn ons and turn offs?
A nigga sending his dick pic around like calling cards.
Okay, got okay. You just had to figure out a way to bring it in, did you?
I did.
Okay,
That's how it all started. When we met in the club, I was feeling Mr. Momo Sparta. And I was really about to start talking to him. I was like, you know what? I'm going to give him the time of day. And my aunt was actually working at the club. And there was another girl there too. There was 3 of us and a person I'm not going to speak on. But yeah, she was there too. And, we were all dancing and all of a sudden, girls talk, of course, in the club. And my TT was in my box like, girl, this nigga just sent this dick pic to me. And the girl next to me was like, girl, why did Momo just send me his dick pic, this and that? I'm like, what the fuck? He's right there in the club, like literally. And I'm just like, dude, like I got in his box like, you really just sent them all your dick pic? And he's like, what? Like, oh, what are you talking about? I'm like, what am I talking about? I said, yeah, you're not ready for me. And that's exactly what I said. And I got right out of his box.
Okay, so
Lord,
yes, in my defense,
you under the bus,
listen,
rolls
in
over
my
you,
defense,
and then drives over you again.
Listen, in my defense, okay, back in the day, I was a little whore on SL, okay, I fished with a net, okay, I fished with a net. I was just gonna see who's gonna bite, okay. I had a phase. I'm over it. I had a phase. I'm sorry. I did. Bella, what is some of your turn ons and turn offs?
I wasn't done, but
I'm sorry. Go ahead, babe. You did your turn offs. What's some turn ons? What's some turn ons for you?
Turn ons is a guy actually like making me laugh. There's not too many out there, and I don't know. Like I don't like to come off as a bitch, but it's just I'm not looking to my right. You guys, he's acting up. He don't put his headphones. I'm telling. He over here dancing. No, I'm telling. But yeah, like a guy that can make me laugh or a girl, I like both. Not put myself on the market or anything, but yeah. Like just somebody who can make me laugh. Like I said earlier, like personalities is what really gets me. It's not based on looks for me. Yes, looks are a plus, but I'm grown, like I like someone who's going to not necessarily entertain me, but keep me entertained, like keep me wanting more from that person. And that's
okay. Miss Bella, what you got for us?
Oh shit! I was sitting here. I was thinking because I don't know.
I was
yeah. Oh shit! Like I don't know. Fuck! I don't know. Like okay, let me see. What? Thank you. Appreciate you.
Okay. So one of my turn offs is just don't lie to me, please. Whatever you do, Like, just I don't care if it's the smallest thing. Just don't lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be honest. And one of my turn-ons, just mental stimulation. You know what I'm saying? Just if you keep me interested, that is something that is gonna take you a long
Boom. Way. That's it. There you go.
Mental stimulation for me. And for me, 24 hours is all I'm gonna say. Just 24 hours. Emil, what are some of your turn?
No, pause. You gotta explain. So you're not gonna explain that, Emil?
I'm not gonna explain. I'm not gonna explain 24 hours.
What does 24 hours mean?
24 hours. Once upon a time, he was on the phone with me, and that was our first. I think it was our first conversation. Yes. We spent the first time before we even made it official, which we never really did, but we basically was on the phone for literally 24 hours just talking, like not
God
sleeping,
damn.
not anything. Wow. But
the fuck y'all talking about?
No, like seriously, it was a very serious conversation that we literally needed to have. Like it was based on, we've had our conversations. We've been on cam before. We never did anything sexually up until the point that we got together. And I put that out there. Out of the 7 years I'd known this man before we started dating, we never did anything sexually. Yeah, we sent pictures and stuff, but we're grown, like I said. But nothing, we never did anything. So even that phone call, that 24 hours, we didn't even do anything. Like, it was just us talking, really just getting to know each other mentally, like where we were, everything, all that. Like, it was just that mental stimulation that he's talking about. Like, basically, he did that for a whole damn 24 hours. And we looked at the phone and it had been 24 hours.
When I looked at the phone, it was like 22 hours and 35 minutes. I said, God damn.
So yeah, that's what that was. That was in our vows at our wedding on here.
Yes, it was. I still got them written down. So, Emil, turn-offs, what you got?
So for turn-offs, I am somebody that is very easily irritated.
Oh, Lord.
Very, very easily irritated.
No.
So one thing that turns me off is like clingy people, because just if you're way too clingy, you're all on me all fucking day, every day like that, that's really going to irritate the fuck out of me. I definitely am somebody that needs space. Absolutely need space. So yeah, number one. And I think like the biggest turn on for me is, once again, I am somebody that has a very short attention span. I don't pay attention to a fucking thing. So if you can keep my attention, bro, you're winning. Absolutely. So yeah, that would be my biggest turn on and turn offs. I don't know.
All right, the crashing queen herself, Miss Casale, what you got? Turn ons and turn. I'm sorry, I ain't mean to put you out there like that. Because turn on.
Look, somebody helping me out with the Gorilla Glue because I'm here.
All right, I know that's right.
I would say turn offs would be making me feel like I have to pull teeth to have a conversation with you. I don't like conversation that is not of ease,
Stagnant conversation.
Yeah, it's like, or if not even stagnant, just you're trying to get to know somebody and you feel like they're withholding. And that's annoying, because what are we here for? But to make connections and to grow and learn and move forward together. Even if it's not in love, it could be in strong like shit. You feel me?
Right.
So I definitely don't like liars. I mean, who does, As far as turn-ons, honey, a good swoon. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who has some swag about themselves, a nicely dressed man that smells so damn good. Okay. And humor always helps the situation. But the best way to get to know me for a turn on is a man who can cook and knows how to pick a good champagne or wine. I will talk for.
Uh-oh.
And that's the best experience, just down to the bare bones.
Okay. It's okay. So you got to cook
almost
a good
thought
meal.
You crashed again.
Right. I was gonna say, I thought you crashed. You cut out for a second. I was like, uh-oh.
Nah, I just stopped right there. I was trying to be to the point.
All right. So, to anybody out there in the audience, turn-ons and turn-offs, y'all got anything weird, anything cool to add?
You didn't come back to Bella. Forget it. No, I don't want to go.
Are you ready?
No, I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
I didn't think you...
I'm not
You
ready.
looking good tonight, girl, in your Mitch tall, girl.
Oh, thank you. You know. Okay. Yeah.
Oh God.
Okay, go.
Your head big.
My head is big.
Go ahead, Bella. Go ahead, Bella. Turn
Okay.
on, turn on.
Okay, so really quickly, audience, I'm sorry to like smoke screen you guys, but no, I'm not. So my turn off, right, is people that make me chase them. Okay? I really don't like doing that. Like, if I'm texting you, if I'm like calling you and you're not responding and you're not getting back to me, then I'm just gonna be like, fuck you. Because what I'm not about to do is make myself look thirsty. Okay.
Okay, so how
Okay, now wait. Yeah, I got a question about that.
Yes,
like,
ma'am.
When do you consider them making you be the chaser? Like how? Like what kind of time frame do you give these people to get back to you? Like
A day. And I think that's
24
pushing
hours.
it. I think that's pushing it. But I will give you a day. If a day passes and you gonna fucking lie to me in 2022, tell me you didn't see your phone, you didn't see my message, like, and listen to me. And I know a liar when I see a liar because I'm that person. I'm dead ass that person. I'll make you believe me in a second. Oh my God, bitch, my phone died. Like, I did not see
You
it.
the one to do it, but you don't like having people do that to you. Now that ain't right.
Now wait a minute.
Because,
Yeah,
but
Bells, that shit don't
mic
match.
up on that.
but that's the thing. Listen, that's the thing though. That's the thing though. Okay.
Yep, in the words of Erica Badu.
There you go.
That ain't right, child.
So explain now. We need more.
Right,
We know
explain
we need
yourself.
more explanation.
Oh God. Oh God.
So you want to be chased, but you don't want to do the chase.
Let's not see. I'm using the wrong words. Maybe not chased. Okay, let's not say that. Let's not say chased, right? But I
you
do.
don't like to be ignored.
There you go. I like attention.
Okay.
I like
All right.
attention. There you go.
She
Okay.
still says she'd be the one to do it though, so I still want to. Like, you gonna ignore somebody but don't want to be ignored.
No, because
You
it's
gonna
like
leave that phone, put it back down,
no.
and then look at when she feels like it. Ain't that some shit?
Okay,
She's
come
like,
on.
Oh, I've been busy all day. The next day.
We not gonna lie though. We not gonna lie. There are those people that when they text you, you get excited. Like you're like, oh shit, bitch, he just texted me. Like you know, you get excited. Then there's those other people that you're like, I'll get back to them. Like you know, so we have those people. Like we're not gonna front. Okay, you can't tell me you don't have that person. That
I'm
one.
addicted, so no.
Ooh,
I am.
I like that.
I'm addicted too, but once I get
The
addicted, you know.
me will ignore the fuck out of somebody, even if I do like them.
Damn. See, I don't.
She'll see me look at my phone, hit that ignore, and go back to sleep or go back to what I'm doing.
Listen to
I'm not
me.
even gonna lie.
Not one bit.
Better be a phone call with some money on it. It's about the time I'm answering the phone.
Well, in the dating, I feel like, and when you're dating, like you have to give the signal to let people know that you like them. No
Yes.
Bella, I'm saying
What?
Bella.
Wait, pause.
for you, Bella.
Pause.
Look, she over here.
No. First of all,
I know that table gonna break.
First of all, you will know if I like you. Okay, like anybody that I like knows I like them because I make it known that I like them. Okay.
You so sweet about my shit. I don't
Okay.
say it.
Okay. First, let me tell you something. Everybody else will know I like you before you even know I like you. Okay, because I will. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to ask a question to the panelists as well. How did you, for Debbie and Momo, and for Amil and I forgot her name.
Asel.
Oh, because I'm single, huh? This is that's what. Okay.
Let me kick you in the ankle. Will you
I want to hear from the couples first. Like I want to hear.
Oh, you talking about Daisy and Emil.
Amil and Daisy. Yes, I want to know. How did you know that you like this person? Like, how did you know? Like, all right, I'm about to take it forward. I'm about to spread my legs, or I'm about to go meet this person, travel miles.
I can answer that very.
Debbie wears lingerie to meetings. That's it right there.
No, that ain't it. No. Because first off, I took him from his girl, so I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm the type. I know what I want, and I'm gonna get what I want. And he was mine for years, but you know, we were doing what we were doing with each other, like other people's. You know, we already were in each other's boxes. He had been wanting me for years. He made it very known. I was the one that was always in a relationship, and when I got out of my relationship, you know, he was with that person. And I told him that she was no good. She wasn't. I knew what he wanted, and it wasn't what he would ever be able to give to him. So that's just what it was. And, you know, he saw the light, and we've been together ever since.
Y'all heard it here first. Debbie's a homewrecker.
I ain't no homewrecker. She was breaking up. Hold on. Now listen, we gonna argue this because old girl was married in real life chasing niggas off this game. So that's what that was. And that's why I said what I said was she could never give him what he actually fully wanted. So I didn't break no homes. I actually saved one. Because she could have went back to her real life husband instead of chasing.
Oh my God.
So you know, there's that. I saved a home. That's what I really did.
Passed out, honey. I done passed out.
I keep it 100. Just saying.
I need a spin-off show right now in the making. I need a spin-off right now.
But yeah, go ahead, Emil. You got the floor.
So Daisy has always been one to support me, anything I was doing, even if it was like me DJing in the cell, me DJing in real life. I remember when before I even like enlisted in the military and whatnot, I had started a promotion company, club promotion and party company and whatnot, and she supported me through that when I was like chasing my dreams, doing that shit in New York. And then I decided I was going to enlist in the military. And anybody who has like ever enlisted, spent time in basic training, like honestly, the shit is horrible. It's not that it's hard, but like it's a lot of nerve-wracking. You sometimes end up being lonely. It's really weird. But like once I did leave, like I said earlier, like anytime we had mail call and whatnot, I had multiple letters from her. And it was always something she was telling me about, like if it was just about her day, or if she was telling me how much she missed me, or even if she like wrote like a poem or a song or some shit. Like, yo, everything was always in these letters. And as of all the people that I knew and whatnot, talking about, yeah, I'm going to write you, or we're going to keep contact with you and whatnot, like I want to say my parents and Daisy are the only people that actually wrote me while I was away. The only people that helped me down and shit. And honestly, from that point, I'm like, yo, she's a real one. She literally held me down, and one of my most, how can you say,
vulnerable.
Yeah, one of my most vulnerable times. If you'll take that route, one of my most vulnerable times. And from there, I'm like, yo, she's definitely a real one. So yeah, I knew from that point that I definitely need to ride with her because she rode with me. So
okay, Miss Bella, how do you know when somebody likes you? How do you know?
I don't.
Jesus. Okay.
Okay, we had another question from the crowd, but this is actually for another segment. I'm still gonna ask the question, but we're not gonna answer it because it is for another segment. You'll have to wait until that episode. They asked, they wanted me to ask you how do they feel when they're dating someone in real life and the person they dating is with someone else online? That's actually a topic for another show.
It is,
having
yeah.
someone in world.
I think that's the topic I brought up. Yep.
Yes.
So yeah, save that because I will.
And I'm going to be a panelist on that show because I have that situation going on. So you'll have to stay tuned, honey. You have to find out.
Stay tuned.
And I actually, go ahead and ask the question in direct, like how it's at.
Okay, it says, can you ask how they feel when they dating someone in real life and the person they dating is with someone else online?
Oh.
We're not going to answer it. It's for another show.
Yeah, we're not going to answer it. Write your question, write your answers down and save it.
Survey. It's the survey. That's what the survey is for, you guys. That's what that survey is for.
What?
No, the survey got those questions in it.
So we can dip off into, is it cheating? Is it not cheating? Because I know there's layers. I know there's
Yeah, no. We're going to save it. Save it.
I'm shutting up.
Pin it.
No. Before that question, because I didn't get to answer it. What was the question?
No, we're not answering.
We're gonna answer the question. We're gonna save it.
Yeah, because then we're gonna drift.
We're gonna be everywhere with that thing.
Hell yeah, that's gonna be a very long segment.
Momo, how do you know when someone likes you, Momo? Because Momo like put me in a hot seat. How do you know, Momo?
He be sending out that diku piku.
No.
Whoever responds.
How does he know when someone likes him? Not him sending his dick pic out for verification. or validation.
I mean, that's how he knew when you was like, "All right, come through."
No.
No, she did not respond like I want her to that. No, she didn't.
Listen, hold on before he answers this. You gotta realize, I was a dancer on here. Do you not know how many dick pics I got sent to me as a freaking dancer, and I didn't even ask for them? Like, I'm not impressed by that. Trust me, everything is good in the neighborhood when it comes to me and Momo, okay? But that's not what gets me going. You see? Like, nah. But go ahead, babe. Go ahead and answer.
I don't know. The fact that if you laugh at my jokes and we just, as the girls would say, kiki, you know what I'm saying? We just going back and forth, and it's just you're showing interest. That's basically it. Like if you get me in a state of like I'm gonna say a state of vulnerability, I know that you like me. If you can pull me to that point where I pull my walls down, then I know that you're really feeling me. So that's how I know.
I think you realized it when we would just have our conversations. Like, I literally was there for his real life and his SL. Like, that's kind of the breaking of the wall down that he means. Like, I don't know how many other females he was like that with, but I just know that our conversations lasted for years. Like I said, like, he was I won't say we were best friends up until we were dating, of course, because we talked more once we were dating, of course. But, you know, I was always that person he would always hit up asking how I was doing and vice versa. Like, it was just like that. We would be on cam with each other. He'd be playing his video game, of course, because he's freaking addicted. But, like, you know, like, it's funny because I even look back at our text messages sometimes and I'm just like, what the hell are we talking about? But, yeah, like, yeah, I mean, kind of what Emil said earlier. It's just based on keeping your attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, who keeps your attention? And I think we all have, like, that one little person, whether it's just a friend for now or somebody that you're actually with, you know, they keep your attention. Even for Bella. You know, Bella has someone who keeps her attention.
I fucking hate her.
Bella, I never said anything.
I fucking hate that video. If the purge was real, I'd start with you. I knew it, but I thought I was gonna make it 4 more minutes without you doing it. I thought she was gonna forget.
You had 4 minutes to go.
I had 4 minutes to go. I sat on the wrong panel. That's my song.
I want to say before we get out of here, before the show ends, before Momo does his closing segment, please don't forget, I passed out the note card to everyone. Please don't forget to shop IDFK, which is VVPE. That's his legacy name. He has a shop right here in the plug. If you've never been here, if this is your first time or you're revisiting, please look around. We have new additions. We also have boxing here at the plug. Rel just boxed someone earlier so that they can get unbanned from the plug. Did he win, by the way?
Yeah, he's unbanned. Actually, he's here now. She's here now. She is here now.
Yes, the person is here right now.
In the world?
Yes, the person.
And it's fucked up because I will admit that I banned them. I did ban them. I did ban them, and yo, they had the heart to step up, talking about like, yo, well, can we fight so I can get them banned, bro? I was like, yo, let's go, bro. Well, no, bro didn't get beat, but like, yo,
I love it. So we have boxing matches as well here. Please don't forget to go look at the country sim. If you look up the spelling, I'm sure you'll be able to find the sim. And GBA basketball games, don't forget. And okay, thank you everyone. Sitting back down now.
All right, y'all. So thank y'all so much for participating in tonight's show. I want to thank everybody out there in the YouTube land. Thank y'all for paying attention, and hope to see y'all on Friday, where we will be talking about. Let me get my note card so I am on point. Here it is. Okay, let me scroll down. So, on January 5th, not 5th, today's the 5th, January 7th, we are going to be talking about something that you all ladies should be a part of. We're going to be talking about vaginal health. Okay?
Do I need to run that one tonight or that night so that you can be in the audience and not be immature?
No, Dollar's got that, but you can do
okay, that's at least somebody. Woman.
Yeah, I'm not going to be on the panel.
Okay.
There'll be no male testosterone on the panel that
Thank
night. It's gonna
you.
be all you ladies.
Listen,
Okay.
look, that's exactly what I was thinking in my head. Like, how is this gonna work?
Yeah.
Okay,
See,
I don't-
the wife stepped
If you want
in,
to
like,
learn something about
Yeah, I
women
don't.
and their health, you can come out and definitely listen and sit in the crowd if you want to learn something about women's health.
Men be
Independently from the
PMSing,
end,
so
you
they
know,
could
so
definitely sit on a panel.
You know what, Bella? Nobody
They
asked.
should.
Okay. But
That's another
So-
that's
we
another
can't
segment.
bash
Right.
women.
So Friday we will be talking about women's health, and then Monday we will be talking about men's health. So
Okay.
please be
Jonna,
sure
you
that
won.
you fellas are here. You ladies, make sure that you guys are here. So and it's gonna be very, very good for you guys. But thank y'all so much for tuning in, and we'll catch y'all next time. And like I said last time,